Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're having an awesome day today. So if you're a teenager, you've probably heard a lot. Make sure you save your money, save your money, save your money. Oh, are you saving your money? Make sure you're always saving. Put it in a savings account. Make sure you're saving it. And that's all you really hear. You don't really hear much else about anything like other that you should be doing their money. And that's what I'm gonna do in this video. So in this video, I'm gonna go over 5 different things that teenagers should be doing with their money besides just saving it. So let's get into it. This is gonna be fun, and this is an important conversation to have. And if you're new here, my name is Calvin Rabb. I make videos all about personal finance. So if you're interested in anything like that, I would love it if you would subscribe. The first thing that you should be doing with your money is just split it up. So what I mean by this is take the money that you have and split it up between this is how much I want to spend on things that I want, maybe this is how much I'm going to spend on food, on entertainment, on savings, on really anything else. So make sure it's all split up. That way if you go out to eat or something like that, you know how much money you actually have and you can only spend or however much you saved up in your food category. So make sure you split it up. This is just kind of an easy way to do budgeting, you know? You don't really have to do a formal budget because oftentimes as a teenager you don't have a lot of expenses. You know, it's not like oftentimes you're not paying rent or you don't have all these different expenses that older individuals do have. So this is just kind of budgeting but on a much smaller scale. Just split all your money up and then you kind of go from there. It's also a good idea to get a big picture of your finances like that as well. Number 2 is invest in your passion. You know, you have time now. You can put money into things that you are passionate about. And you know, you do want to be careful with your money, but you can spend on things that you are passionate about. You know, for me, I'm very passionate about making videos like this. And I started back when I was, I was about 15 years old. I started this YouTube channel after my freshman year of high school. So I would have been about 15. I'm now a junior in college, so it's been a while. But that's about when I started, and you know, it's now paid me back in the long run. You know, I've been able to make money through my passions, and that's by investing in my passion when I was that young. So it's so important to invest in things that you are passionate about. And it can be anything. Just whatever you're passionate about, just try it. You have time, you might have some money, just go for it. Number 3 is buy financial books. So oftentimes when I say financial books, automatically people just start falling asleep. Oh, it's the boringest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But the cool thing is it's not really. And this isn't just because I'm a finance nerd. You know, there are great financial books out there that are intriguing to read, that are interesting. You know, I wouldn't get a finance textbook. Yeah, that may put you to sleep. But if you get an interesting one, you know, you might enjoy it. And the key here is just to get some financial literacy, some financial understanding as when you're a teenager. That way when you start making more money later in life, you're already equipped with some financial knowledge that you know what to do. So as far as where to go, I recommend just going to Amazon. Type in like personal finance books or something along those lines. You can look through the ratings, and generally the ones that have, you know, a couple thousand reviews, 4 or 5 stars, are going to be pretty good bets. You can even look up online reviews on different books or what are great personal finance books for people just getting into it, and there's some great options out there, and you can get them used and you can save some money there. Or if you really want to save money, you can get them at your local library. Usually they will have a personal finance section, and if they don't have the book you want, they can do things usually like an interlibrary loan. So there's ways to get these books, but just investing in your financial knowledge will pay you dividends in the long run. Number 4, and this is something that I definitely didn't do enough of as a teenager, and I think the reason it's so important is because it's a great mindset kind of thing. So this one is give some of your money away. And that might seem weird because oftentimes teenagers don't have that much money, and you know, why would I give my money away? But it's great for the mindset capability. I'm saying you don't have to give a lot of money away, but just give a little bit away, you know, to someone that is less fortunate. You can find really great charities out there, you know. Being in high school, at least at my high school, there were a lot of kids that ran clubs for just different underserved communities, or maybe like a hospital club, and if you can donate to them, I'm sure they would very much so appreciate it. And this is just all about your mindset. You know, becoming so money-centric is not that great of a thing, you know. For a while I struggled with like, all right, I gotta make as much money as possible, I gotta just keep all my money, and then now kind of in recent months and recent years, I've started giving it away, and it is a lot more fulfilling, and you feel really good about yourself, and you're just making the world a better place. So this is something I recommend doing. Doesn't even have to be a lot, and if you don't even have much money, you can donate your time or anything like that, but it is important to do. The fifth thing that you should be doing with your money is putting it into a savings account. But not just any savings account, it should be going in a high APY savings account, which stands for annual percentage yield. And these are special savings accounts that have a higher interest rate. So the interest rate is a percentage amount that you are getting back on your money. So if you have $100 in savings and it's at a 1% interest rate, you'll get $1 back. And most big banks, the Chase banks, Bank of Americas, and all them, they have very, very low interest rates, 0.01%, 0.08%, and different things like that. But you can find these online banks that have higher ones, like 1.5 to 2%. And that's what you want to look for. And this is just to get your money out of a savings account that is making you nothing and into a savings account that's making you a pretty good return. So I recommend definitely doing that, and it's just to get your money, making it a little bit more money for you. So that will wrap it up, but there's one more thing that I want to say that you can do. I didn't add it in the 5 because it's not necessarily what you're doing with your money. It's more of a mindset thing too, but I would look into investing. If you're 13, 14, 15 years old, you can't really get a brokerage account yet. There are ways that you can invest in stocks. I highly recommend checking out my video about how to invest in the stock market as a teenager. So check that one out if you're kind of interested in that. But just start looking into investments, start looking into stocks, and start preparing yourself for when you either turn 18 or start making more money, because then you'll be so much further than all your friends, If you've been reading investment books and if you've been looking at investment stocks and stocks that you want to buy, then when you do it, when you jump on it when you're 18, you'll be far ahead of your other friends when they get to when they're 25, 26 or something like that. So just prepare for that, get ready for it, and it's exciting. And the second thing I want to say is that if you're here right now, that's awesome. I mean, if you are actually thinking about your financial future while you're a teenager, that is so, so cool. There are so many people who don't think about their financial world until they're 30 years old. They even go through their 20s. I see it. I'm 21. I see kids in college that have not even given their finances a second thought. They're spending money all over. They're making some money, spending. They're just not planning. And the fact that you are here, this is setting you up for success. And if you just stick to it, if you keep this kind of eye on your finances and are just smart about it, you will be just in such a good position when you are older. So keep it up. I recommend subscribing to this channel. I have a lot of videos about finances for teenagers. I actually have a whole playlist. If you go to the playlist, I believe it's called Teenage Finances. I highly recommend checking that out, and that will allow you to look at different videos that I have specifically aimed at personal finance for teenagers. So definitely check that out. And if you're watching this and you have any other ideas about what a teenager should be doing with their money, I would love it if you would drop it in the comments below. If you have any suggestions or anything like that, I'll be going through there. I'll be talking to you guys. So I look forward to see what you guys have to say. But other than that, that will wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you soon. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. So I'm going to move to the corner of your screen here. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, you are going to see my most recent video. And if you look in the lower left-hand corner, you're going to see a video that YouTube and I each think that you would like. And if you haven't yet, you can hit my face right here and subscribe. As always, my name is Calvin Rabb, and I'll see you soon.